The town of Everwood was never on any map, and no GPS could guide you there. It was as if it existed in a pocket of time, hidden from the rest of the world. The first time Bonnie stumbled upon it, she was driving home from a late-night delivery job. The roads were deserted, and her GPS had stopped working miles back. She turned a corner, and there it was, a quaint, picturesque town bathed in the soft glow of streetlights. At first, Bonnie thought it was charming. The streets were clean, the houses were vintage, and the air smelled of freshly baked cookies. But as she drove through the town, she noticed something odd. Every clock she passed, on the church steeple, in the storefronts, even on the wrists of the people walking by, read 11:47 p.m. She shrugged it off as a quirk and decided to stop for a bite at the local diner. Inside, the waitress greeted her with a warm smile. "Welcome to Everwood, honey. You're just in time for midnight special." Bonnie ordered a coffee and sat by the window, watching the town. Then, the world seemed to hiccup. The lights flickered, and for a second, everything went black. When they came back on, Bonnie was disoriented. The waitress was still smiling, but now the clock on the diner wall read 11:47 p.m. again. Confused, Bonnie glanced outside. The same people were walking by, wearing the same clothes, doing the same things. She tried to leave, but her car wouldn't start. The streets were eerily silent, and the air felt thick, like a physical weight pressing against her. That's when she heard it, a low, pulsing hum, like the sound of a distant engine, but it seemed to come from everywhere. Bonnie ran. She sprinted through the streets, but every turn led her back to the diner. The townsfolk passed her, their smiles wide but unsettling. "Welcome to Everwood," they said in unison, their voices echoing. She stumbled into the town square, where an ancient clock tower loomed. The clock read 11:47 p.m. Beneath it, a sign engraved in stone, "Time stops here, forever." Suddenly, the world hiccuped again. Bonnie felt herself being pulled backward, like she was unraveling from reality. She tried to scream, but her voice was swallowed by the hum. When the lights came back, she was sitting in her car, parked at the edge of town. The clock on her dashboard read 11:47 p.m. She drove away as fast as she could, not stopping until she was miles beyond Everwood. The next day, Bonnie returned with a friend, Mike, to explore the town. But when they arrived, the town was gone. In its place was a dense forest, and the only sign of Everwood was a single streetlight, still glowing faintly. Bonnie never spoke of that night, but she started noticing strange things. Every time she looked at a clock, it was 11:47 p.m. She began to feel the hum in her sleep, and sometimes, in the dead of night, she could swear she heard the distant whispers of the townsfolk. "Welcome to Everwood." Then, one night, her car sputtered and died on a deserted road. She got out to check, and when she looked up, the streetlights of Everwood flickered to life. "Welcome home," a voice whispered, and then the world went black.